Hey, Real Nerds. There's many ways to enjoy the Real Nerds podcast. You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and now Spotify and iHeartRadio. You can see what we're up to around town by following us at Real Nerds on Instagram. And if you want to send us your thoughts, you can email us at realnerds@gmail.com or call us at 720-6nerds5. Like us on Facebook at Real Nerds Podcast or tweet us at Real Nerds. And now on with the show.
Roll camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd can...
Doesn't talk through film. I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action! Real nerd.
This is Real Nerds Podcast, unofficially the official podcast for all your movie needs. I am Ryan, and joining me is Zach.
Hello.
And Brad.
Hey there.
We're coming to you through the magic of Zoom and the internet. The internet is a magical place where people go to talk about movies they don't like and why everything sucks. How does it go in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? Where Jay says, "What the fuck is the internet?" What does Banky?
The internet
Holden
is a place
say?
where people go to trade porn and bitch about movies.
Yeah, there we go. I knew one of us would remember. Anyways, every week we see a new movie and we podcast our experience to the world. This week we got on board whoop, whoop, the Bullet Train.
Were we going off the rails on a bullet train? Dan, 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 dan.
I made some really awesome train noises and gun sounds there. And
Come on,
everyone,
man.
and everyone goes, "Wow, do you have one of those programs where you just hit a button and it makes a sound?" No, everybody, that was me.
It's Ryan Frost, the man of 1,000 Foley voices.
Yes.
I still have a film explosion edit. Screw you.
Mel Blanc wants your autograph.
Yeah, oh no, I wasn't saying to put it in. I'm just saying that my mimicking of him was so spot on that people could not tell the difference.
He's saying, Brad, we don't need your editing services because we've got Ryan as our own personal Foley station.
Totally.
Nice. I'm not needed.
Nice. And also, I found an interesting fact out today. Did you know that root beer floats were credited to have started in Colorado?
No.
Yeah, Cripple Creek Brewery in 1893 is the first. I'm sure he wasn't the first, but he's credited as inventing the root beer float down there. So There's some Colorado fun fact for you.
Let's hope he wasn't racist.
There's a thrift store in Littleton that has like a root beer bar.
Ooh.
Maybe that's why. Because I was like, there's more than just one flavor of root beer. Enough to have a bar.
Actually, there is a gas station in Idaho Springs, and next to it, it's not part of the gas station, but there's a country store, and they have like tons of different flavors of root beer, and the best one is caramel flavored root beer. It is so good.
I just have this image now of Brad in a root beer bar going like, "Man, why do you need this much root beer?" And then some old man comes from behind the bar going like, "There's more to the root beer than you know, boy."
You hear that little sound of the bar stool skirting out, like, and like, "What'd you say to me?" "You're cut off, Brad." "I'm cut off when I say I'm cut off."
I'll drink as much sarsaparilla as I want.
Get the fuck out of my bar.
So we also will hit on the big news story of the week, movie-wise, and we're also going to do one thing that you would recommend. One thing that you would recommend. But we start the show like we always start the show. Brad, do you recommend Bullet Train?
It's fine. It's fun. It's like a big budget version of a student film script of an action movie. A lot of Smoke and Aces vibes in it. But I think the characters are pretty fun. So very CGI heavy. It's not the worst thing.
Zach, will you board the Bullet Train?
Gladly, I will. Like Brad said, it's not like any big revelatory thing, but I really liked watching David Leitch direct a bunch of movie stars in an action movie on a train. It feels like we don't get a kind of movie like that much these days, where it's just there's no IP attached to it apart from the book, but it's centered around movie star charisma and stunning fight choreography, and like the CGI in there is intrusive in places, but it's not the overwhelming force of the movie that's selling it. So I absolutely recommend it.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's pretty fun. I think on both you guys' points is there's nothing earth shattering behind it, but it's a fun movie to just sit back and chill for 2 hours and enjoy your popcorn and, just have fun. Here's the trailer for Bullet Train.
Konnichiwa.
Right on schedule.
Deer Creek International Business Solutions, how can I help you?
I am ready.
Well, that's great, Ladybug.
Ladybug.
Your new operational name?
Oh, I see what you're doing. Ladybug's supposed to be lucky. Ha!
You don't have bad luck.
Really? My bad luck is biblical. I'm not even trying to kill people and someone dies. Remember the suicidal bellboy?
You drove him to the hospital.
Hang in there, buddy!
And he didn't die.
Okay, the wedding. Tequila? Johannesburg. It's time for some change.
Do you want it simple for your first job back? It doesn't get simpler.
We need to find the person who took that case.
That's too easy.
Shit. What?
Remember those two wackos from the Bolivia job?
The twins?
Yeah, not so sure they're twins.
Get off the train.
You stab me?
I will never stop coming for you.
What? I missed my stop.
Something else going on here.
Hi. You don't remember me?
You look like every white homeless man I've ever seen.
Really? You don't remember me? Eat a bag of dicks, lady. I'm sorry. I'm working on it.
Get off at the next stop.
Sounds so easy when you say it.
One little prick from this, you know what happens?
Yes.
Your blood congeals, clogging your veins.
I said yes! Shit balls.
You're going to want to hear the whole story.
What's waiting for us in Kyoto?
The White Death, with his army of assassins.
There's this soulless psychotic leader with the largest criminal organization on the planet, shoved right inside us.
I don't see the White Death letting any of us off this train. We need to come up with a plan. I'm gonna hurt people.
What's happening to your face?
Maybe there was a little head trauma?
Maybe. I gotta get off this train. Sorry, buddy. Exclusively in movie theaters.
In Bullet Train, Brad Pitt stars as not really an assassin, but he kind of is. What does he call himself? Like a delivery guy or something like that?
Bagman or something? I don't know.
Anyways, he's boarding the Bullet Train because he needs to get this case of $18 million off the train because his handler wants it, played by Sandra Bullock. And when he gets on there, there's another story afoot where there is a Russian son who was kidnapped by gangsters, who is picked up by a couple assassins named Tangerine and Lemon. And there's also the Prince, played by Joey King, and it's really just them trying to get to the end of the line, which is in Kyoto Station, and there is a diesel amongst them. One of the fun little things throughout the film is Lemon relates everybody because he watched Thomas the Tank Engine as a kid, and he says everybody teaches him to read people, and throughout the runtime of the film he assigns characters from Thomas the Tank Engine, and Diesel, I guess, is kind of like the snake in the grass. Oh, and there's also a snake in it.
Literally a snake.
Yeah, there literally is a snake in it. So yeah, I mean, that's really the basic premise of the film. And it's fun. I mean, I kind of like Brad Pitt in his, not technically Ocean's 11, but it kind of is, where he's kind of just aloof, but he's fun, you know, in this, what is the guy tells me he looks like a hippie. I can't remember. I literally saw this movie yesterday. But there's lots of fun moments, him talking to people, and then the mystery that unravels at the end is kind of fun.
Yeah. It's I think, like, whenever David Leitch does something, it seems like I'm there to just, I know what I'm in for. I'm in for choreography, and I get it in stride in this film. Some of the stuff that was outside of the train, where there's clearly a CG element, like, we're still fun and action packed. I actually love Tangerine Lemon's story the most. Like, if out of any of the characters that I liked following, it's those two. It's Brad Pitt's fun. He definitely carries the film, but it's a good place to just find a car full of celebrities, including Channing Tatum, which, wow, wasn't expecting that, but.
Yeah, that was a funny thing when when Brad Pitt sits down and he says, "Hey, you want to make $200?" and he says, "Is this a sex thing?" Because I totally do it. But yeah, I agree. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson is the best in the film. I think he's really fun, and I think him and I don't even know the other actor's name, but he's great too. But they have a great storyline and really good chemistry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I said. Like, I mean, I guess I kind of wish that it didn't. If I had one criticism, like, I liked in some places where they were switching back and forth between time in order to clarify some stuff, but there was like. The journey of the water bottle was a fun joke, but I was kind of just like, we're already in a momentum here. I don't know if you need to stop at this point. Your action scenes are carrying this alone.
It's Brian Tyree Henry. He's great in it. He plays Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I think the most underwhelming part is I think Michael Shannon's big boss reveal was a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be this like badass guy, and I don't know. I guess
don't they spoil that in the trailer anyway, though? Like,
maybe, I don't remember, but I was kind of hoping, because I heard that there was like really cool cameos in it, and I was hoping that was going to be the Ryan Reynolds cameo.
Oh yeah,
but I mean, in this one, he's kind of paying Brad Pitt back for his Deadpool 2, which is also directed by the same director.
Yeah, there's a good Channing Tatum for Lost City cameo.
Yeah,
there too.
Yep. Yeah, we've been. Yeah, we had that.
Did you step away, Brad?
I'm gonna go get. I'll be. Continue. I'm gonna be out for like 5 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah, and then but Sandra Bullock was also like well known from the get go, but they kind of they try to like almost hide her as if though she's a surprise. And I'm like, we know your voice. You're Sandra Bullock.
I mean, she's a little too iconic to hide.
Yeah.
But I did like the, Joey King had a really interesting arc in it, where she's kind of the diesel throughout it, where she manipulates a lot of people, and she's, you know, one of the most dangerous in it. And, you know, it's fun. And I kept on waiting for the White Death to be cooler. I don't know. Maybe it's the way Michael Shannon played it. He played it really understated, and it didn't. He kind of felt like he was bored in the movie.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I got that feeling, but I mean, like, I think that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's look, I'd almost like want to say in a certain way we should be grateful for this film, because like we don't get a lot of like star-driven vehicles like this anymore. So it's kind of nice to just watch that unfold.
Yeah, you know, that's the streaming thing is going to keep on coming up, but you know, you do not get those anymore. I mean, really, maybe Knives Out and its sequel coming up are the last kind of, you know, big star-driven ones where it's, you know, because this movie does have lots of action in it, but it also has a lot of people sitting and talking on a train where they have to be, you know, entertaining and deliver the dialogue in a way that keeps you invested. And I mean, it's like, I think it goes by really fast. I mean, I know it's over 2 hours, but I don't think it feels like it.
No. It felt pretty quick. Like I went with a friend of mine and we got out and we were just, and I just felt like I just got here. Like, so, but yeah, it's a swell overall fun time.
Yeah. You know, when I went to the Alamo yesterday and I saw it at noon, and my popcorn bowl was so good because they must have just popped the popcorn, and I always get the truffle oil one. And when it was delivered to me, you could hear it still like popping off the popcorn. Oh, it was so good.
Ah, nice.
I know I almost went back today because I was just, I don't know, I was in like I didn't want to do anything mode today. And I was like, man, maybe I'll just go see another movie. But then I decided I didn't want to do anything at all.
Yeah, I feel you.
But, you know, because there's a lot of movies I want to see right now.
Yeah.
I feel like I've missed.
I still need to see Top Gun, so I'm going to be going back to the Alamo soon.
For shame. But yeah, I mean, that's about it for, I mean, Bullet Train. There's not a lot to it. I did like at the end when the train crashed, and before it crashed, Lemon says, "Oh, you know, I finally made myself, and then I feel like I gained a new brother."
Oh, that line was great.
Really?
No. No.
And then even when he crashed and he was, Brad Pitt was going through the train in slow motion was really funny. Yeah. And he took, you know, the coffee kettle off the face. There's like little silly things, or I forget the Japanese Pokemon style anime they had playing, but the little mascot thing that kept on getting like punched and stuff throughout it, I thought was really silly.
Yeah, no, it's there's the Zazie Beetz appearance was a fun like there's fun capsule like side fights in this movie.
Oh
that,
yeah,
like, that are just delightful to watch.
Yeah, I don't know the guy who plays the wolf, but his thing was fun.
Yeah. Brad, are you back?
Yep.
Right on. Nice.
Brad, is there anything you want to add to Bullet Train?
Maybe like a more interesting story, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely like a, you know, it's made by stunt people and special effects people, so it's a lot of spectacle. Somewhere in the middle, there's someone tried to write a script about fate and the meaning of it, I guess. It just felt one of those like college level meditations on fate was like thrown in there just to like make the movie deeper, but it felt hollow overall, you know.
There was that really great bit where the elder was talking about plums, and Brad Pitt and Lemon weren't understanding what he was saying. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. And like maybe it knows that it's like it's in there and it's like kind of like, you know, empty. So maybe that's just a thing. Yeah, it would be nice if there was like all this all the spectacle like meant something,
Yeah, and like I was saying, I think it's just fun,
Yeah.
It doesn't strive to be anything but fun, and that's cool.
Yeah.
You need those every once in a while because sometimes it gets really tiring watching serious movies all the time, which I have to gear myself up for November and December.
Your life
Sometimes
is so hard.
I know. Well, like when was I mean, I think it was last year when it was seriously depressing movie after depressing movie we were watching. It's like, man, this sucks. I just want to see a train crash at 200 miles per hour through a city.
Give me some Minions. I'll watch Minions just to break up the series.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't want to be depressed. Cool. We're gonna scour the trades and find the biggest movie news story of the week.
It's real news.
So you see, back in the olden days, the trades were the papers that people would read to see what's going on in Hollywood. We don't do that anymore. We look on the internet, which I forgot to do.
Oh, great. I was going to ask you, what did you find? But yeah, you didn't do your homework. So now what?
Well, usually Zach does it, and I was hoping that he's going to bail me out.
It seems like Warner Brothers is just digging themselves a deeper hole. There's that.
I know, and their excuses are just so pathetic. And because there isn't really anything else going on, unless did I miss something, Zach?
I guess Wolfgang Peterson died. There's that.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Air Force One.
Yep.
Das Boot. Never-ending story.
Yep. Get off this realm, I guess is what he's going to say now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but another argument for physical is, I mean, HBO Max is literally taking episodes off of shows they're already streaming on their site, which I've noticed because I watched Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, and some of his episodes they only have 2 seasons up for one, and then some of the older seasons will jump from like episode 11 to 12. I mean, 11 to like 14 or something. So they even take some of those down, which I still don't understand this dude's reasoning. Does anyone even know what he's doing?
Sounds like he's just going after, like, I don't know, stuff he thinks is woke on the surface, I guess.
I guess. I mean, the only thing that came good from it today is they did announce the Batman 2, and Matt Reeves signed a overall development deal with them.
Yeah, but they also lost the Cape Crusader animated cartoon.
I was going to say, what the hell? But I guess
Matt
they're
Reeves
allowed
was also involved in.
Allowed to shop it to other networks. If I was another network, I would snatch that up in a heartbeat.
Disney should take that.
Yeah,
just as a big FU.
I mean, the talent behind it alone, Bruce Timm and reading about it is they're trying to make it like the animated series for now, which is awesome.
Yeah, and then Sesame Street, they pulled a bunch of episodes from Sesame Street, and Sesame Street was like, cool, we're gonna put them for free on YouTube then.
Yeah, we don't want any kids to learn anything.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's just like, I guess the big thing is it's just so bizarre. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand the reasoning. They're just trying to do, obviously trying to do tax write-offs, but they're going to change.
Also losing shareholder value in the process.
I know it doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure they're going to change it all to freaking like reality TV streaming service.
Yeah, like Deadliest Catch and Dirty Jobs type stuff. Yeah.
Which, if you like that stuff's fine, but I mean,
you saw the presentation slide where they split Warner Brothers Discovery, like the film and then the Discovery part, and like the film was like male focus, like event streaming stuff, and then for women, it's all reality stuff. I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
Like, what? How do you get away with
he's
making
sitting
that
around
slide?
like Don Draper and drinking scotch and
Totally.
smoking. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, reality shows, passive watches, like stuff that you can watch while you're cleaning the kitchen, I guess.
Hey, do you want a show to watch while you're folding laundry? Well, Warner Brothers Discovery has the shows for you. And now they come patented with your very own soaking your feet in water.
Guys, this studio was founded by four brothers that, for all their faults, kept making movies.
We don't make movies anymore, Zach. We make content.
Hey, Brad.
It's all about filling time in your empty, vapid lives.
All right, Kevin Feige, settle down. I'm just very concerned because this means that they have other things nearing a hatchet block. I don't think they'll get rid of TCM, but that would be the final straw for me of just like, I can't support this company anymore.
Well, you always hope that if they do decide to do something like that, a company like Paramount or Universal will buy their catalog.
I would hope so. I mean, like,
treat it with respect.
That might come into play in the discussion later, but I'll simply say that I've tried to like hold my temper because it could just be corporate shakeup that mellows out. But this is just all like, from Batgirl on, it's been nothing but like, do they understand the company that they bought? And if they do they understand how many people they're isolating slowly but surely? Like, it's not going to be an immediate thing. There's some people who don't give a shit and will keep HBO Max. But as soon as they get tired of Discovery's content, because it's all they create is reality content, then they're going to find out, well, why are our numbers dropping? It's like, well, because you bought a company that was full of great things to keep on there and you fucked that up. So it's pardon me if I sound a little discouraged, but it's just like, I don't like.
I don't have faith in it at all. In fact, I was at Second and Charles on Sunday, just, goofing off. And then I saw the DVD for Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule. And I bought it because I said, you know what? This looks like a show that they would take off their streaming service. I already know they don't even have all the episodes of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. They do the same thing where they just randomly skip episodes. And it's just...
Thankfully, there's a new edition of Aqua Teen, complete series coming out, so...
Is it really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's like the Baffler meal box. So it's got like all the old DVDs in it. Fortunately, it's not Blu-ray still, but...
I don't care.
But yeah, if you're missing like I'm missing Aqua Unit Patrol Squad. So like I would just like track that down and buy that. But if I didn't have the other ones, like I'm sure like a lot of people bought like the first 4 seasons and then trailed off when the packaging changed. So if you want to like uniform packaging, this is your chance to like put everything together.
And is that a new thing you can pre-order, or is it already out to buy?
You have to pre-order. It's not out yet. So yeah, buy that, and you don't have to worry about Warner Brothers Discovery taking away your Aqua Teen.
Yep, agreed.
Would have been nice to upgrade it to Blu-ray though. It also has the movie in it. Well, the first one now. There's a second one coming out.
Yeah, it's 20 discs.
Yeah, it's over $100, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I love that show. In fact, I remember when you used to pirate them for me, and my iPod, I would always watch Hand Banana all the time.
Yeah.
Tonight. You.
And I'll always cherish, Brad, when we were at Denver Comic-Con, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, when we were on after the Aqua Teen guys, and the guy who voices Master Shake sounded normal until he got really excited, and then he sounded like Master Shake, and it was really funny.
We kept looking at each other, giggling. Like,
I know,
like
he's did it. Anywho, I can't think of a name of this next segment, so I'm just calling it One Thing That We Recommend This Week.
So, yeah, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Zach, what's the one thing you watched that you would recommend this week?
All right. I recommend it on the grounds of if you want to watch a film about that teaches a harsh lesson about set responsibility and safety, you look no further than 1928's Noah's Ark. This thing's insane. So I'd never seen it before, but I'd seen a lot of clips of the flooding scenes because the story goes that during the flooding sequences recreating Noah's Ark, there were a number of extras were either drowned or injured, and the main star Dolores Costello caught pneumonia.
Oh wait, that's not supposed to be funny.
No, it's not even close to funny. But the film itself is interesting because it's directed by Michael Curtiz, and it's a part talkie. So it's when they already had the film virtually like paced and set to go, and then sound was added into the mix by Warner Brothers because this is a Warner Brothers film. So they added stuff into the mix post Jazz Singer craze, and the sound sequences are the weakest part of the film per se. Like it's not a dazzling amount of conversation, and the technology is a little bit stilted. Like the sound doesn't match the heights of what the Jazz Singer sounds like. And I don't know if that's because the Jazz Singer has had the benefit of being restored so many years and so many times. But these sound sequences were just very like the actors don't know how to work the microphone yet. But Curtiz proves that you can move that camera while keeping sound because there's a lot of dubbed singing and stuff like that. When this movie is a silent movie, it crushes. It's a fantastic looking film, a fantastic piece of silent film, with the exception of the flooding sequence itself, because it's very difficult to actually watch that footage and not think about all those people suffering. There is a weird story element of it where 60% of this movie is a World War I drama, and then the last 40% of it is the Noah's Ark story as a comparison to their particular situation. So they're using it as allegory. And at one point I saw something that I will never forget, and it's before the flooding, but Noah goes up to the rocks to see God give him his message. And the messages come in stone tablets that go onto the side of a mountain and are like perfect type font, by the way, Brad. Like no papyrus text there, just straight up regular courier font. It as they are showing God's commandment to flood the entirety of the earth, you see a stop motion Noah puppet to provide perspective, because it's a little jarring. Out of all the things I thought I'd see in this movie, a stop motion Noah was not in my bag of tricks there. So if you want to see this, I actually found out it is available on Internet Archive if you want to check it out. But if you want to get it off of Warner Archive and support that effort, it's about $10. It's going to have a ballyhoo episode because of the set safety and set responsibility, but it's interesting to watch Curtiz working in the silent motif and also in the transition sound. So it's a little bit of a bonkers experience. If you just run with it, you'll appreciate it. You won't love it, but you'll appreciate what's being done there. And then when you get to the flooding scene, you'll be frustrated like I am. And you will get an early appearance by Myrna Loy. So there's that in your back pocket. So yeah, that's the thing I would recommend.
Brad?
Oh, this is tough. I got two things I want to recommend, but we can only do one. I guess I'll go with the one that I saw weeks ago so I don't forget more of it. But I really want to talk about the other one too.
Yeah, you can break the rules, Brad. It's okay.
I can?
Yeah.
Sweet.
The rules are an illusion. Don't think you are, know you are. The Matrix.
Yeah, I'm not going to let the man tell me how to review movies.
So wait it now.
Okay, so I saw this movie, or maybe more of a documentary called My Old School, which is about a person in, God, I forget the town. It's in Scotland, I think. It's like Bearsden, I think. Bearsden, Scotland. And the movie starts out like presenting a mystery that you don't know like what the mystery even is, except that the guy it's about didn't want to be on camera. So he did the interview audio only, and then they had Alan Cumming come in and pretend to be him on camera in the interviews. So whenever he's talking, Alan Cumming is mouthing his words for him and making faces, emulating what he must feel like the words are projecting, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the way to describe it. And so they're talking about this school in Bearsden, Scotland, where this guy enrolled, and I'll go ahead and say he's basically a 30-year-old pretending to be an 18-year-old or 16-year-old, sorry. And he got away with it for like a year. All because when 20 years earlier, he went to that school and he wanted to get a profession in the medical field. He graduated and he applied to medical school. And I guess there's like these really strict qualifications for even going to medical school there. Basically he couldn't cut it and didn't think that he was given a fair shake. So he hatched this plan to go back. Like you can't be an old person and go to medical school for some reason. Like you have to be super young to enroll. So yeah, he went back, pretended to be like a 16-year-old for a year. Like made up all these crazy lies and ruses, and no one, like not even the kids or the administrators, had any clue what was going on. And it gets really weird when he gets cast as like the lead in Miss Saigon in the school play.
So I'm sorry, you said this is a documentary?
The documentary. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Made by one of the students who went there and was like friends with him at the time.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and then, they don't really have footage of that time other than the play itself. So all the other than the interviews with the people, it's all animated, like comic book art. So, like they have, toon versions of all the people, and then they, animate all these events that they're talking about. And yeah, so that's kind of a crazy story. And to watch it, like all the details unfold, and you're just like,
yeah,
how did like all these adults just completely, and then, I guess another spoiler is they finally do show footage of him at the end of the movie, and you're just like, how did they think that this guy was that young? Like he's so much taller than all the other students, and yeah, and it's really weird. Yeah, when he's like in the school play and he's like kissing the female lead, and you're just like,
oh, that's weird.
Like in the story, they say like he tried to get out of it, but I guess it would have blown his cover, so he just went along with it. But it's still creepy. But yeah, overall, the whole thing was just like he wanted to get into medical school, because he had this calling to do medicine, and yeah, just couldn't cut it. Doesn't blame himself for any, like he doesn't think he has any shortcomings. Like it was his destiny. So there's kind of like a, it was fun, but also he's not all. It's not a totally feel good story.
It's a really weird story.
Yeah, but it is a pretty entertaining way to present it. So, but it wasn't the trailer makes it seem like so much more dramatic than it really is. Because I was in the movie going like, oh, that's it. Like I thought there was gonna be something like after the reveal that he was trying to get into medical school. So, and there's a lot of setup, and I imagine because it's made by one of his classmates that there's a lot of nostalgia going on. So I'd say like a good half of the first half of the movie is just kind of like reminiscing about what school was like there for all of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There was also good things too. Like he protected, the nerdier kids and introduced them to cool music. And, once he built a circle and like the bullies came into it too. So he really galvanized his class and made everyone feel welcome. Yeah. So there's some positive stuff to it too. Yeah, and then the other thing I watched was a Duplass Brothers movie called Spin Me Round, which has Alison Brie, Aubrey Plaza, Tim Heidecker, Zach Woods, a whole bunch of people. Or Alison Brie is a restaurant manager who gets invited on a special vacation to Italy to meet with the founder of basically what amounts to an Olive Garden franchise. He started it, as a serious thing, and then grew into franchises. And so there's like a retreat for all the best managers in the country, and instantly she thinks like, oh, I'm going to go there and fall in love, and she kind of starts this romance with the founder. But then there's like this underlying like this retreat isn't what it seems to be, because some of the women are disappearing, and like all the invitees, even the men, have like traditionally female names. So like there's something seedy going on. And Aubrey Plaza character is kind of at odds with the founder all the time. And it's pretty fun, although aimless, like a Duplass Brothers movie where like I enjoyed watching it, but by the end I was like, well, what was the point of all that really? Because the very final, I guess, fourth or fifth of the movie just goes completely off the rails, zany, and out of nowhere. That I was just like, oh, this is a pivot I did not expect. Yeah, there's a lot of setup. Like I think it takes almost like 45 minutes just to get to Italy. I think it felt like, but yeah, it was still pretty fun.
So I mean, all the people involved I adore. So
yeah,
sounds like a cool one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's a fun one. Yeah, it looks like a the poster art like looks like some kind of romantic comedy, but it's really just kind of like all these cool comedy people that just it feels like they just wrote a movie so they could get a free trip to Italy. And it's a little bit of a travelogue, because some of the scenes are just like, hey, here's us in this other town in Italy just shopping, and hanging out, and then we cut back to the actual plot. So yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I will recommend, I mean, I don't know if I'm recommending this. It's called Thriller, a Cruel Picture. And sometimes, because I just buy movies randomly, when I'm out and about. So
which your wife loves.
Yeah. I went to Twist and Shout, and it was the first time I was there in a long time without my kid. So I kind of just spent, like an hour or so there just looking. And I saw this box art with a woman holding a shotgun and wearing an eye patch. I says, oh, sweet, I'm going to get this. And it's by Vinegar Syndrome released it. So I already knew it was going to be, probably not the highest quality movie, but at least it'd be entertaining. And I left, and I'm sitting in my car getting ready to go to Alamo, and I said, oh, maybe I should read what this movie is about. Like I literally didn't even read anything about it. And I read that it's a really notorious grindhouse exploitation film. And that's exactly what it is. It's about a woman who was sexually assaulted as a child and became a mute. And one day when she leaves her farm after working, she's picked up by this guy named Tony, who is a pimp and injects her with heroin after he gives her like the date rape drug in her drink, and he makes her addicted, so she has to prostitute. But on her days off, she trains in martial arts, in shooting, in driving, and the last probably 35, 40 minutes of the movie is her just killing people. And it's done in this super high speed camera where it's really super slow motion. And I think it was shot on 16 millimeter. So it has this really cool like aesthetic to it. And it's super gory. The first guy she shoots, she shoots him in the head, and this blood just pours out of his head. And then she shoots him while he's on the ground with his back turned to the camera. And then he turns towards the camera, and there's like guts and stuff oozing out of him. And it's super exploitive. And actually, the most shocking thing to me when I was watching it is there is 3 or 4 hardcore sex scenes in it. Like they actually show penetration. And I go, I did not expect this at all. And my
Kelly, go
wife
to your room.
yeah, oh yeah. No, I was watching it alone in the dark. And my wife came home from work and she's like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And I said, "I don't know." Because there's not that much dialogue and it's from Sweden.
I woke up and this was on.
Yeah. "I told you not to bother me when I'm cleaning my room." But like it's entertaining in a schlocky like grindhouse way, if that makes sense. But I would never tell someone that they need to see this movie, if that makes any sense either. I had fun watching it, and there's an English dub version on it, so I'll probably watch that too. I'm guessing the American version doesn't have the scenes with penetration of sex, but I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't know. But yeah, I was a little shocked when I watched it. I'll be honest. And it takes a lot to shock me, but it's entertaining. The Blu-ray is really cool. The first disc has a feature-length documentary on it, and I haven't got to the second disc yet, but it also has interviews with the actress and a bunch of other people involved with the film. So I'm interested, and it might make an appearance on my favorite Blu-rays at the end of the year, just because the movie is so insane, and the first disc on the Blu-ray is really well done. So if the second one has really good interviews and really gets into the making of the film, then I'd probably put it on there. But again, I don't know if I'm recommending it. It's just something I watched that took me by surprise. And if any of you guys want to borrow it, yeah, you're more than welcome to. I don't want you guys to waste $24 on it. All right.
Well, I'm buying it online right now, so too late.
Oh, nice. I did find there is a 4K version of it that I did not get. I don't know if I need to see 4K sexual penetration shots, and it's like close up too. It's not like sensual at all. It's literally just P going in V in really like close ups, and it looks like they
probably,
just set up
probably pulled from like a different set of footage. Like it.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me because the lead actress, I mean, she's really pretty, but you know, they show her boobs a lot in it, but they never really show. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of tell that it's probably not her. I mean, it could be. I don't know. Maybe I'll find out when I watch all the special features. But I did not. It looks like those may have been from like filmed at a different time. I don't know.
Probably. There's an Alamo Drafthouse Q&A on the disc with her, so
is there?
Maybe she'll explain that.
Cool. Yeah, it must be on the second disc because the first disc only has the making of documentary, which it's good too. It's like 48 minutes long. But you know, sometimes when you watch movies like that, it's hard. It's hard to watch making it after you just watched hardcore sex and then like people getting blown away. But in an entertaining way, and the character looks cool. So
it's a Swedish director.
Yep. It's interesting. So you never know sometimes when you buy something. You never know what you're going to get. It's like Forrest Gump, really. Anywho, that's the one thing I recommend.
Nice.
So I guess there's a original so there's like two versions. You probably got the like Swedish one. Then there's like the English language version on there.
Yeah. So the second disc is like the girl with the eye patch or something.
They call her One Eye, aka Hooker's Revenge.
Oh no, maybe I'm totally wrong. So
containing alternate and extended footage not seen since the film's 42nd Street playdates.
Oh man, there's extended footage. Uh-oh. Maybe it's like a total porn. I don't know. I'm fixing to find out.
Yeah, the uncut festival version of Thriller in the original Swedish.
Yeah, that's the one I watched.
Yeah, that's probably what we watched. Yeah,
because I watched this. Well, I wanted to watch the original and first before I watched the dubbed version.
Is this part of a trilogy?
Is it? I have no idea. I told you
yeah, there's like 3 trailers on here, and there's one for Thriller, which is this movie. But then there's like, so they call her One Eye is like, it seems like it's another movie, and there's a trailer for Hooker's Revenge.
Oh, maybe.
Wow.
Let's see. I happen to be on IMDb right now. Well, when I type in Hooker's Revenge, Thriller, Cruel Picture pops up.
You know what there must be, because there's a note in the details here that says, if you're seeing this listing, that means the box edition of Thriller has sold out. So there probably was a 3-movie set.
Oh, gotcha. And I got like the bare bones one.
Yeah. Or just the first movie.
Well, no, the English version's on it. I do know that. I do know there's 2 discs, and it has a reversible cover art. So,
well, I mean, like they call her One Eye and Hooker's Revenge. I thought they were just bonus features, but I think they're actual like the other 2 movies. That's why there's 3 trailers.
Huh.
Anyway.
Yeah, and then when I type in, they call her One Eye, Thriller, A Cruel Picture pops up again. I wonder if it's the same movie, but like 3 different cuts of it.
Maybe.
No, I'll let you know. I'll follow it up. Next week, we can pick a movie that's come out, or 3,000 Years of Longing is opening.
I am so down to watch George Miller's latest.
I agree. I was going to see that anyway. I was hoping we get to I Love My Dad, but
you can always
you have to stream that one.
Oh.
So yeah,
as long as it's not on HBO Max, I will be fine to watch it.
I mean, we could do an Idris Elba double feature with this and Beast.
I did see Beast already. So
yeah,
did you really?
I did.
I went to go watch Bullet Train on Saturday night, and I was chatting with my friend in the parking lot afterward, and Brad pulls up and goes, "Hey," and I'm like, "Oh," but then I
get in, loser. We're going to watch movies.
I'm just like, again? No, I just watched one.
Yeah, I got out of Beast.
Yeah, he saw Beast.
So it was the latest movie that evening.
Yep. It's only like, what, 80 minutes, 90 minutes, something like that?
So yeah, let's watch, let's do a Idris Elba double feature, since that's
cool. I'm down.
A rare thing to cross paths with. And then
yeah, that is true.
Maybe I Love My Dad is a September thing.
Yep, because, I'm down to see A Handsome Man twice in 1 week.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, maybe the other nerd sent something in, and you'll hear from him now.
Hey, film buddies, follow me around Denver.
Once again, I'm either, depending on which episode this is airing in, I'm either a voice from the future or a voice for this current week. So let's take a look at what's going on. All right, this week, the Cine Insomnia at the Esquire is Donnie Darko, the original theatrical version, September 2nd and 3rd. And then next weekend, the 9th and 10th, they're going to have Get Out from 2017. And then September 16th and 17th is a special presentation of The Room with Tommy Wiseau in person both nights. So get your tickets to that because it will definitely sell out before you get there. And then the drive-in situation, the 88 has closed for the season already, so that won't be getting updated this week. But the Holiday Twin is giving it another weekend. And on Screen 1, they have Minions, The Rise of Gru, and Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm guessing the re-release special edition. And then on Screen 2, they have a retro feature of Beetlejuice and the Addams Family. So check those out. And coming up, the 48-hour screenings are happening the 16th and 17th at the Bug Theater. San Managua Loco is in Group C on the 17th, Saturday night at 8 p.m. And tickets should be on sale pretty soon for that. So yeah, that's what's going on around town.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. As always, we'll see you at the movies. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, actually, I do have to say one thing before we get out of here.
God.
the very nice lady, when I went and saw the movie at the Alamo, she was at the front desk. She really liked our T-shirt.
The Evil Dead one?
It's the chainsaw one. And I said, yeah, it's my podcast. She said, oh, you have a podcast? I said, I do. We're the Real Nerds. So
I'm a white man. Of course I have a podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it was just nice that she said that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're a new follower, listener.
And we appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot. A real nerd can follow the plot. And a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast, Twitter and Instagram at Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it!